When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Cal Bears offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Golden Bears need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Hill. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Hokies offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got to run to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting rate.
The excitement from the fan base and the reaction, it's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Hokies are on the move. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Now, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I think that's an easy decision for the QB, too. It's 3rd and long. You're in field goal range. You've got an opportunity at 3 points. That play designed to try and get the first, but it's not there. Give the defense credit. Throw it away. Let's get the kicker out on the field.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas. Temple sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Philly. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun to give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Heaves it deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now adjusting. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Hokies will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Now improvising. Turns it on in midfield. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Handoff from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Wow, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Finds his big tight end. And the 35, he's loose. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan State made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Spartans. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Going to sling it on second down. He uncorks one deep. Snatches it on the right. Off and running. Past the 10. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll run it on first and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Under fire. Trying to set up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead is down to a field goal. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Adams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He's got him. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
The Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Now on first down from the 40. From the gun. Give on the inside. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 35 to Kansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He's got an open man, and he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll run this one off right and knocks him down. And the Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Find some fresh air. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down.
An easy throw or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Wiggins. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And the Hokies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll pull it on the read. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the
Got a lot of room to the right. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Cal. Once he got some room, it was over. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
These corners going to give them some space. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Uncorks it. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Bears want to move quickly. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Wiggins. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Making side sweep.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Wiggins. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Perhaps duck shoes would be appropriate here as he comes out in the rain to try to win the game. Absolutely center cut. And now they regain the lead. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played with.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your career.